Hello and welcome to the show, everybody. Sorry about the slight delay. I was inviting a special guest. So, everybody, please give a warm welcome to
Good
Keenan
morning.
Lancaster. He's
Good
this side.
morning. How you guys
Hey.
doing?
Hey, welcome to the stream. You want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a pretty busy guy, 19, in college, part-time job, and writing like 3 different books. So hope that answers that question.
Three. Three.
Yes, 3.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you a masochist?
A what?
A masochist is someone who enjoys pain.
I enjoy writing, but I don't know about pain.
I was making a small joke that
Uh,
anybody who takes on 3 books at a time must enjoy giving themselves a difficult life.
oh yeah, it's chaotic, but it's so much fun.
That's good. Well, hopefully we will have a chance to chat about your 3 works in progress. I'll chat a bit about my works in progress. Maybe we'll even get some work done on our works in progress.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Well, I'm
Keyword is
going to.
maybe.
I'm going to. I need to. Mine's on a deadline, so you
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna have a chat to our commenters first. It looks like we got some new people. Well, we got you.
Yeah, obviously.
You're saying hi.
Yeah.
We have got Corey. Hello, Corey. Good
Hello.
evening. It's
Yeah.
10
Oh
p.m.
wow. Wow.
So you must be
Not in the
uh
U.S.
Aotearoa, Australia, so somewhere in Asia, maybe. Where I can't work that one out. I don't know.
Yeah,
Please let
I'm
me know where
horrible at
you are.
geography.
But it would be cool to know where you are listening from. Usually, I just have like lunchtime Europeans and very early bird Americans.
Like me.
Yeah, like you, up at 5 o'clock.
Well, I've been up since 3:30, so.
You are not dissuading me from the opinion that you enjoy making your own life harder.
Well, okay, I went to bed at 10:30, which is actually really good because my sleep schedule has been messed up since I graduated high school.
Yeah,
And I woke up, my body was like, "Screw you, we're getting up at 3:30," and I was like, "Fine."
I have had the random thing where your body clock suddenly changes and is like, yes, you will now wake up at arbitrary morning time.
Yeah.
But it's never been 3. Usually that's if I let my body clock do what it wants, usually I go to bed at
Mhm.
3 or 4. Okay, so got some good vibes from Corey. We got some more good vibes from Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Good
Always good to see
morning.
you
Well, for
here.
me,
Yeah, yeah. And we've
Japan.
got
Ooh.
Japan. Oh, that's really cool. I think you're
Wait,
our
what's it
first
like in
person.
Japan? I want to know what it's like in Japan now.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Mm.
I think you're our first person listening in from Japan, the first
Mm.
person who's chatted in the comments, anyway. It is always good to hear from people from different parts of the world doing different things. It
Yep.
is awesome. So, Keenan, why don't you tell us about, well, which one of your works in progress are you working on today?
Um, I'm debating. So I have like technically two, because like I have like two different drafts of a book, and one is like 36,000 words, and the other is 17,000. So I'm debating like which one I want to work on for that. And then
Well, which.
Teenage Heroes is like
Mhm.
freaking 88,000 words. Your
Holy
face.
shit.
Yeah. So I don't know which one I'm gonna work on yet.
Well,
How
which
about
one are you
you?
currently most excited for?
Probably the 17,000 word fantasy because I think it's getting closer to the end.
Oh.
So I was at work yesterday, right? Well, not yesterday, Tuesday, and my coworker Zane was like, "What if you just ended at like this amount of words?" And I was like, "I don't know if I can do that. That'd be a cliffhanger." And he was like, "Just do a cliffhanger for the ending chapters." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, that'd be so good."
Yeah.
So I
I
literally
mean
spent
that
my entire break coming up with ideas for the ending chapters.
Cool. Well, it sounds like you're kind of you've got somewhere to go with it.
Hmm.
Do you tend to outline in advance, or are you more sort of just
Sometimes I'm like a planter. I plan and paint, if that makes sense.
yeah, that no,
What
that
about
makes
you?
sense. Well, at the moment I'm doing academic writing, which by its nature kind of has to be plotted,
Hmm.
because I kind of have to do the thing first and then write, and that's actually quite difficult for me. I am by nature a pantser.
Yeah.
Uh, I tend to just work things out as I go, but yeah, this is boring college stuff I'm doing.
I
So
know how that feels.
yeah, yeah. And with Hayden, hey Hayden, million streams the world are gonna make. There's a lot of world building happening in the chat. I thought it was appropriate.
Hmm. Snowing
Cool.
right now. Ooh.
Yeah, a bit odd as we get rarely get snow near Tokyo, and this is now the second snow of the year. Global warming is messing with us for sure. Yeah, we've had some weird winters in Ireland for the last few years. Like this year has just been super, super mild. Like I was walking around on like Christmas Eve in a t-shirt. That's not usually a thing. And then a couple of years back, we had a blizzard in
Oh,
like
fun.
March. I think yeah, it was
But
March.
fun.
And we normally never get blizzards at all. So it's like, yeah, yeah, weather's getting weirder. Weather is getting weirder.
Looking at the internet, it's February. Well, like it
Oh,
gets cold in the mornings.
Keenan, you
Yeah.
breaking up, dude.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
if you're on a Wi-Fi connection or anything, please switch over to plug in.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, yeah,
I don't
that's
know what
definitely better.
happened. I didn't even do anything.
Well, yeah, sometimes that is a thing. You can end up. Sometimes there's just fluctuations in things.
Yeah.
We'll try and
Here, should I
we'll
plug in
we'll.
my better microphone? Maybe that'll help.
I think it was a connection thing rather than a thing. But if you have a better microphone, that's
Yeah, I got a
always
blue
a good
radio
idea.
sitting right here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute you temporarily.
Can you
Yeah. Okay. Just while he switches over, Corey says. Currently in revision land, working on getting this science fiction working smoother. Oh, cool. Tell us about your sci fi. Awesome. That would be really cool. Blizzard? Yikes. Yeah, yeah. We had Stormophilia. We had like. It probably, for people who live in snowy areas, wouldn't have been a big deal, but in a coastal city in a small island that doesn't get snow a lot, it shut everything down for like 2 or 3 days because there was just snow everywhere and we don't have the resources to move it all. Hayden has a game plan.
all right, is this any
Dressed.
better?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Awesome. Hayden has a game plan. Dressed, meds, maybe coffee, search for spare pens. Good game plan. Good game plan. And you know
I
what?
got
That
a
sounds
bunch of
like a
pens. You
game
want to
plan.
come over?
Sorry?
I was telling him I got a bunch of pens. You want to come over?
I
Right
don't
here,
know
I
how
have a
close.
drawer full of pens, man.
Yeah. How close are you to Tennessee? I think it's
Hmm?
Tennessee that Aiden's in.
Sorry?
I said, how close are you to Tennessee? I think that's where Hayden is.
I'm all the way in Arizona.
Yeah, that's probably too far away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when I cut up, I was saying, try living in Arizona. It's February and we're getting like warm-ish weather in the afternoon. It's not fun,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
especially during work.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually lovely out at the moment. Blue sky, sun shining. Yeah, it's a good morning to be working.
It's all
Uh,
dark outside.
oh
I
well,
haven't
it
seen any
is.
sunshine yet.
It's what 5 in the morning.
Yeah, 5:15.
Yeah. Hayden is returning to the world of human beings today after being ill. So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Eat a snack.
All
Uh,
right. Good
I do
job.
that. Of course, that's a dangerous when snow hits places that aren't used to it. Yeah, yeah, it does screw people up. Thankfully, none of that this year so far. Touch wood. I mean, we're not in March yet.
Hmm.
Uh, oh, Corey's got folks in Arizona.
Nice. What's it like in Ireland, if you don't mind me asking?
In what sense?
Like weather, buildings, pretty much like in general or
In
whatever.
general, well, weather's fairly easy. We're very temperate.
Mhm.
No place in Ireland is very far from the coast at all.
Fun.
It's quite tiny. So on the western coast, it tends to be quite rainy because we've got the whole Atlantic dumping onto it. But by
Right.
the time it gets to the east coast where I live, it's not really that much of uh, a thing. It's not as rainy as it is over there, but it doesn't tend to get too warm in the summer. It doesn't tend to get too cold in the winter. It doesn't tend to be
It's
particularly humid, except in the sense that a lot of water is falling out of the sky.
mhm.
You don't tend to get that muggy thing that some places do. So it's kind of a nice even place to
Yeah.
live.
Hmm.
What's Arizona like? Hot,
Hot
I
and
imagine.
humid in the summer. Oh my god, it sucks.
Sticky.
Especially if you're at work pulling in cards. It's really
Yeah, working in the heat is always
yeah.
unpleasant.
Hmm.
Ooh, we've got some stuff from Corey. Corey says, my novel is about a merc pilot trying to get a survivor off a drifting ship, but both end up dropping between worlds as
Hmm.
the ship has drawn the attention of an interdimensional species. Oh, that is so cool.
That
Sort of
does sound.
unlikely people thrust into unlikely situation to get the way out of it. Yeah, I like this. It's got mystery. It's got thrills, spills, and shenanigans. I like it. I like
Yep.
it a lot. How far are you into it? Um, do let us know. It's always nice to know where people are in their progress. Now, I've heard some game plans for the day, and game plans always kind of make me think about sprinting. So,
Yeah.
usually, what I do here is first sprint is 10 minutes. 10 minutes can kind of let you, if you are just waking up with our American friends,
I
uh,
feel like that's directed to me.
not necessarily, not necessarily,
I
but
know.
because you're already awake. You've been awake for several hours. Some of them are just
That's
waking up.
true.
So
Yeah, that's true.
so get your food, get your coffee, get your work open in front of you. Kind of get your first. If you do a morning page, it's a good time to do a morning page.
Hmm.
Get ready for the rest of the sprints. Does that sound good to you? That one's usually 10 minutes. We do
All
that.
right.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
All right, so I'm going to grab a timer, pop it up in three, two, one. Mute your mic. Hey, welcome back, everybody. How did you all do? Hayden says, feels weird to be hungry. Usually don't feel hungry till on up in the day, but these meds make me need food constantly. Ooh. Better have some small snacks then. Keep yourself at even keel. Corey is at the beginning of the revision process and finished with draft 1 and working on draft 2. Well done on getting draft 1 done. That's the hardest bit. We've got a bot. Go away, bot. Hayden says bad bots. Bad bots, no biscuit.
Bad bot.
I think this is a record for me getting dressed on one of your streams, Jack. Hey. See, practice makes progress. What about you, Keenan? Are you did you get anything done that sprint?
I got a few words done.
Oh.
Let's see. I got like 92 words.
92. Well done. That's
How
not
about
bad in
you?
10 minutes. I am not doing an easily word countable thing at the moment. It's kind of reorganizing, formatting, that sort of bit. I really need to do that before I start putting any more words into it.
Yeah.
I've been beating up these tables for a long time, I know, but once I have those in place, that will really help me structure this bit of the thing. So why don't you tell me about this work in progress you've got?
Which
Tell
one?
us, yeah, the one you're working on, the one you just wrote 92 words into.
So, how do I explain? Okay, my dad explains it really well in like the stupidest terms. He's like, people go on a quest and someone dies. That's as best as he explains that. And I was like, you're not wrong, but you're also not right.
I mean, you could explain a lot of things, especially things that follow a sort of a hero's journey kind of format that way. I mean, Lord of the Rings, people go on a quest, someone dies.
Yeah. He's not wrong, but he's also
Star
not
Wars,
entirely right.
people go on a quest, someone dies.
Yeah.
What? How would you explain it? Because I think you've got a better idea than your
It
dad.
took like a whole car ride to explain, but I'm gonna try to explain it. So like, I'm planning it's gonna be a series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like book 1 is gonna have like sort of journeys, but not like really quests to like do anything. I don't know if you heard my dad sneeze.
Hmm?
Oh, I don't know if you heard my dad just sneeze.
No.
Okay, good. So like each chapter is like a different character's perspective or like a different group of characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Multiple perspectives is tricky.
Bless you. Sorry.
It's okay. What kind of world is it set in?
Medieval times with like kings, queens, dragons, stuff like that. It's really fun to write.
Okay, so sort of a medieval fantasy kind of a thing. Kind of, is it a high magic or a low magic, or, well,
Not
I mean,
entirely
there's
sure. I
dragons.
haven't really figured out the magic system yet.
Hmm?
I haven't really figured that out yet.
That's okay.
Yeah, let me move my mic closer. Alright, is this better? Can you hear me better?
Sorry, you are quite indistinct.
Oh, can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mumble a little bit. Sorry.
That's okay. It's just, it can be tricky when it's like, mumble's fine, but mumble plus microphone plus connection sometimes means that
it's not fine.
It can be tricky.
Yeah.
So
I'm on like chapter. What chapter am I on? Let me check. I am on chapter 16 right now.
Mm-hmm.
With about almost 18,000 words, which is pretty good for a month.
That's very good for a month.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words.
So basically, each chapter has like a different group of characters.
So like in the first chapter, it's like the prince and princess and the king's coronation,
Mm-hmm.
and then second chapter is like intro to other characters, like lessons like becoming dragon riders and like mages and stuff like that. And then later on, during the lesson, um, there are issues with the dragons. They don't want to cooperate with the dragon riders. Not just the beginners, but like the really advanced. Like even the instructor, he's like, "What the heck?" Like you know what I
Okay.
mean? And then the magic isn't really working. So then the two boys, Billy and Aiden, they're like best friends. They're in the Dragon Riders class.
Mm-hmm.
They go on this. I'm gonna end their chapter soon. With like the next chapter, I'm gonna end their point of view. They started their journey and they like got into a fight, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning maybe to like end it off on a cliffhanger for that chapter.
Okay.
And then Mary and Sarah, they're the sisters of the two boys. They're not related, but they're like best friends, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, trying to figure out how to explain this.
That's okay. That's okay.
So
And you
then
can
they go
always.
on a journey to like go to the magic guild to see what's wrong, or like try to discover what's wrong with the magic.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now there's this battle between two kings going on, and it's from the prince's point of view. And I'm planning, I'm gonna end that point of view with his father dying. That's gonna be the end of his part.
Strong chapter end.
Yeah. And then for book two, I'm planning he's gonna start with like the prince becoming king, if that makes sense.
Okay. How are you finding all of this sort of perspective switching?
It's like all third person.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're not having to change so much about your writing style, but
Yeah.
I I know that writing in that sort of way can be tricky sometimes to get the
Yeah, sometimes
cohesion
because I
right.
gotta remember what happened in this
Mm,
character's last chapter. You know,
yeah.
so sometimes it can get a bit difficult, and like figuring out the starting sentences can be a little bit difficult.
Mm-hmm. Well, starting's always hard.
Yeah, no doubt.
Have you ever thought about writing a series Bible?
Well, what?
A series Bible is a thing that if you've ever played or run a role playing game, you might think of it like the DM's notes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sako Toomey has a video about how you might write one and order it, and it's basically where you put sort of key information about every character and location
Hmm.
and thing that exists in your series, especially if you're going to be coming back to it a lot of times. It can be helpful to help you
That's
remember
cool.
about, okay, who was doing what when,
Mm-hmm.
and helps you not get your wires crossed. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
thinking something with loads of sort of different characters whose stories are linked but only sort of. It can help tie everything together in your own head, at least.
Yeah,
Might be worth looking into.
yeah, I might do that. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that usually comes a little bit later in the process, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to think about that fairly early on because a lot of my writing has been for things like I write for a live role playing game system, and I do a lot of sort of interactive stuff. So you kind of need to. Plot is almost secondary. You need to know what the world is like and what the characters are like, because
Mm-hmm.
your players are going to wreck the plot anyway.
Right. No
Wreck,
doubt.
change, create.
You never
You need
know.
to know. Mhm.
I said you never know what they're gonna do to the plot.
Exactly. So you need to know how your world responds to things. So yeah, I think that kind of informs very much how I would write anything that isn't the boring academic stuff I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Corey saying, even with third person, usually narrative follows key characters. Having focus is important to keep the story from wandering around too much. Yeah, that it can be tricky. Um, although there is a story form that follows the changing of the world or economy of a world more than the characters themselves. Yeah. When you were talking about it, I was kind of thinking about Wheel of Time. I don't know if you've read those books or seen the series.
I don't
Robert
think I have.
Jordan?
Who?
Really? Robert Jordan?
Never heard of him. Sorry.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
there's well,
sorry.
Wheel of Time is there's a TV series or streaming series that's come out quite recently based on the Wheel of Time books.
Oh,
It's a massive sprawling series that's sort of high fantasy, changing of the world, great shifts in politics and wars and magic and
ooh,
stuff.
sounds like
And
fun.
it starts with a small group of characters, but those characters all sort of go off in different directions. So the later books very often are sort of like following quite disparate plot lines. And sometimes it was a criticism of some of Jordan's later writing that it was like we're kind of losing the thread here.
Yeah.
These stories are now sort of either repeating themselves from different perspectives or it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to connect them together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's totally worth reading. It sounds like it would be up your street.
Yeah. How many books are in the series? Do you know?
I don't know. It got very long. He actually died before completing it.
Oh no.
But and then somebody else came in and wrote an ending to it.
Hmm.
How many books in Wheel of Time? 23.
Oh my god.
And they're all door stoppers.
What does that mean? Oh my wow.
Big ones. Yeah.
Speaking of a door stopping book, you know, I have a book somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Priory of the Orange Tree? This thing is thick.
No, but that looks like a phone book,
804
my dude.
pages. 804 pages. It took like 10 months for me to read that thing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's huge.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
It was really good, dude. Oh my god. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I don't want to spoil it. But oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can tell, like, right here, I have Sarah J. Maas books and Rick Riordan books
Mm-hmm.
underneath.
Cool. Hayden says, I'm starting Lord of the Rings fan fiction today. I'm having
Ooh.
Gandalf stay captured and replacing him the Fellowship with a different wizard, Neneth the Blue. She's not officially mentioned in Lord of the Rings by name.
Interesting.
Cool. That's interesting. I wonder how that changes things.
I wonder how it's going to be. I don't know. You'll have to hit us up about it when you're done.
I do quite like I do quite like that sort of change one thing,
Yeah.
have ripples across the whole story idea as a concept for fan fiction. Always have. I'm developing her overall story, keeping it vague in my head to leave room for development. Yeah, cool. I hope that goes really well for you. I think it's about time that we give you some time to work on that. So I'm going to pull up another timer.
Yep.
And get ready to go. This time we are going for 25 minutes. All right. Do you want to count us in this time?
Yeah, sure. I don't know if you can hear me with my actual mic muted or not.
I can hear you.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, what
Everything.
happened?
My connection. I don't know what happened, but it just
Hmm.
StreamYard stopped working. I'm gonna
Oh,
do it
fun.
again. All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. Ooh, looks like we've had lots of comments. Okay. Oh, new people. New people. Okay, so Casey's here. Hello, Casey. Good to see you. He's saying
How'd you
hello
do?
me? I made progress.
Me too. 447 words.
Well done.
And I
Well
finished the chapter where the king died.
Sweet.
And
Sweet.
started chapter 17.
Got
I'll
a
be
lot
right
of
back
good.
real quick.
Hmm?
I'll be right back real quick. Gotta use the restroom.
Okay, cool. I will see you in a minute then. Hayden saying hi to Casey. Casey says, doing good, just getting some reports in before training in an hour, boring work stuff. Yeah, fair. Hayden says, gonna use book 1, chapter 12, Flight to the Ford as my opening scene. Rather have Glorfindel rescue Frodo, gonna send Naneth to the rescue. Cool. Nice. You have to tell us a bit about Neneth and how you're. I mean, I know you're keeping it open, but what's Neneth's stick? What kind of wizard is Neneth? Kibby says, just popping on to do the YouTubey things. Yay! Thank you, Kibby. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, this is your periodic reminder to subscribe, comment, dislike, ring bells, engagement. Yes. And, also go engage with Kibby's channel. Kibby's very cool. You see, she's got a lovely new profile picture there. And now also makes TikToks. I saw her arriving on my TikTok, so you should totally watch her do things. We love a bit of Kibby on this channel. Saying hi, Kibby. Yeah. More bots. Block the bots. Death to the bots. Down with bots. Yeah. Hayden says, did some brief planning of my opening scene. Started writing 71 words so far. Well done. All started. That is exciting. It is good to see exciting new things being started. Yeah, I keep discovering new annoying administrative tasks that I have to do, basically, which is holding me back from doing actual writing, but I really need to get this bit done before I can get back into the writing proper. Nearly there, though. Nearly there, I think. Corey says, got through scene 1. Awesome. So we've got some scenes starting. We've got some scenes finishing. We've got whole new stories finishing. Got to start a big argument for main leads in scene 2. Oh, yes. Conflict. Yes. Delicious. What are they arguing about? Who got us into this mess? Is always a good place to start. Proper planning is vital, but very time consuming. Yeah. At the moment, basically, so I know you haven't been on this channel, at least not live before. So what I'm doing is I am writing corrections on a thesis, like a doctoral thesis. And they asked me to reanalyze some of my data, so I've had to do that, and that has involved making giant tables, because this particular form of analysis is looking at the content of some questionnaires and matching it up to what the questionnaires say they measure and sort of going, does this really cover what it says it's going to cover? And the answer is not quite, generally. But they've asked me to reanalyze it and kind of format it differently. So hence, I've been fighting giant tables for several weeks. What I have about Naneth is pretty brief. Her name means water person, if memory serves correct. Her Elvish name is Kelabas Luine. I'm sorry, speak no Elvish. I'm guessing, which means roughly means silver blue leaf, if translated correctly. Awesome, that's cool. Gotta keep that Tolkien commitment to etymology. Corey says, mostly who goes on to the unknown station to investigate. Brainwaves show positive, but everything else is negative, so lots of unknowns. Yeah. You're getting paid for this. You do it versus I just saved your ass. You do it. Nobody wanting to get themselves eaten by things with brainwaves, but nothing else. Yikes! Papers. Struggle I don't miss from my college days. Yeah, it's not fun. It is not fun. This thesis is just like the longest paper ever. Like I must have written a novel's worth of words, and I've deleted half of them. Thankfully, I am at the point where I've effectively passed, so long as I can do the things that they've asked me to do. So I've done the defense part, but I just have to get this done. I have to get it done by March, middle of March. So yeah. Being a blue wizard, Naneth is dressed in blue. She'll be playing the role of advisor rather than leader. I kind of wonder how that will impact on Aragorn's story arc. Aragorn and Boromir both, mainly Aragorn. It's that kind of being thrust into a leadership role earlier. Potentially more conflict between those two characters if the wizard isn't party leader, who is? Gimli and Boromir don't like her because they don't think a woman can make the journey. Okay. Good morning, Sako. Good to see you. How are you this morning? Saying hello to Sako. Everybody's saying hello to Sako. Sako is cool.
Has Sako streamed on this channel with you?
Yes, she has. Yeah. And she does.
How long do your streams normally go for?
Normally a little over 2 hours.
Okay.
You don't have to stick around for the duration if you don't want to. If you've got other stuff you need to get to, feel free to let me know and you can bug out.
Yeah.
While you were gone, we did the YouTube promotey things. Yes, like and subscribe. Kibby reminded us to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend anybody in the chat who hasn't check out Sako's channel. She's got lots of really cool stuff, not just streaming, but also marketing for authors. That series Bible stuff that I was talking about earlier. Just some really interesting stuff. Some dance stuff if you're into that. Pagan shenanigans, graphic design shenanigans. All around good time. But I was also thinking, Keenan, you have a YouTube channel. You want to promote it?
Yes. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, tell people what you do on your channel, Keenan.
I do like all sorts of stuff, gaming, writing streams, stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
the best I can explain.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of like everything, basically.
Cool. That's cool. I will grab a link and dump it in the chat when we are on our next sprint, so
Do you
that
want me
people
to
can.
send you my link or on Instagram or what?
I could probably find it. Or hey, you can copy it into the You see the private chat function here?
Yes.
Yeah. Just copy it in there.
Right.
And we will do that. Say morning, Sako. Sako says, "Oh, thank you." Well, you know, or you make quality content, and I like
Right.
that thing about AutoTube where we can all introduce each other to more cool peoples. Yeah, I can see it. Give me a
Alright.
second. And grab the comments. So if you want to see more of Keenan, you can see him there. Yay!
Yep.
So that's that. Sako, I gotta say, did you go for Temple of Love in the end? Sako was looking for suggestions for a dance, a music track for dance stuff.
Hmm.
He says, "I was close. Neneth is watery one." Yeah, that works. That works for a water themed wizard. This is cool. Yeah. I would question that characterization of Boromir and Gimli as not having a lot of kind of backing in the original text. I mean, if you need the conflict, bending characterization or adding stuff is not. Certainly, it's within your rights to do as a fan fiction writer, but when I think of Gimli's relationship with women, I mean, the worst I've seen him do is put them on a pedestal. Sako says, "I went with some Arabic trap." Oh, nice. That's good. Corey says, "Should probably leave soon. Gotta catch some rest before my own live stream tomorrow morning." Cool. Is your channel under your name? Is there a place where I can go see that? Because you're probably going to be doing it in my evening time, maybe. Are you on? Does Devon Cutting's playlist feature you?
Ooh, I know Devin Cutting. I love that guy. He's where I get all my playlists from.
Yeah. The playlist is in the description.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah, I question that characterization as well, says Casey Neal. I think I tend to be a little bit about it because I read a lot of Lord of the Rings fan fiction back in the early 2000s, and Boromir and Gimli seemed to catch the misogyny ball to create party conflict rather too often. It became a trope. Yeah, Corey says, "Yep, channel my name. Yeah, I will look that up later." And that is Casey has given us Corey's channel. Awesome. In Rose Productions. So I will look you up later, see if I can chatter in your chat. The stream is at 5 p.m. PST, 10 a.m. my time, Tokyo. Okay. I don't know how far PST is from GMT, so I'll have to.
I don't know how far it is from my time either.
I'll look it up. later.
All right.
But thanks so much. I'm looking forward to that now. I will find you and I will watch you.
Oh my God.
That sounds more ominous than it should do.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Whoa.
So we have probably chattered enough. I think it's probably time for another sprint. Let's do
I
that.
agree.
Shall we do that?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
3, 2, 1. Sprint. Hello, I'm back. More so Boromir than Gimli, based largely around his characterization of general mistrust, crossed with hints of doubt, found the appendices. Gimli struck as a person who wouldn't say. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Dwarf might keep his own counsel around the wizard no matter what he thought. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, Boromir is certainly the yeah, he's a man under a lot of stress. So War General has been sent to do something that is against all of his sensible instincts. Look after hobbits. I can see where you're going with it, and I can see why it became a trope because he's a man on the edge and likely to get a bit shirty with anybody. Poor old Boromir. His dad was such a jerk. He should have sent Faramir, but Boromir was the Isabella of this situation, and Faramir the Mirabelle. Interestingly, it's kind of a gender flipped version. I think Galadriel definitely just doesn't need deaths. Give me a hand in the cannon after journey through Lothlorien. Yeah, he had a major hero worship at least. Awestruck. So I think that he would believe pretty much anything Galadriel told him. Now, if I was going to write a what would have happened if, I think it would be very interesting to see what would have happened if Galadriel had taken the ring. I think Gimli would have taken her side. It would have been really awful, as Galadriel predicted. But yeah, that could have been messy as all get out. I don't think that I have the time or inclination to write it, but I think it would be an interesting story. Headed off. Yep. Keenan's also headed off for food. But says he's back, so maybe.
Oh, I'm back.
Hello. Yeah, I was just waiting for your camera to come on.
Okay.
Like a fool.
Sorry about that. I had to end up talking to my dad.
That's all right. That is perfectly reasonable, legit.
Yep.
What you have for food?
Another waffle. My second waffle of the day.
A 2 waffle day.
Maybe even a 3 waffle day in a little bit.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Or
that's
4. I remember one time at my grandma's, I had 4 waffles in a day.
that's a lot of waffles.
I like waffles, dude. Or as my dad calls them waffles.
Waffles.
Yes, he calls them just as like a joke. It's like our stupid thing.
Yeah. My dad does things like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like purposefully pronouncing things wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like catastrophe instead of catastrophe and stuff like
that.
Just to annoy people.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I am right in the middle of doing all of these bits and pieces. I am making lots of progress. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me a lot to talk about.
Oh.
Because it's very, very boring.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have anything interesting to say about your
I got. Hang on, let me find out. I got 151 words, and I'm on chapter 17, and I'm thinking of a plot twist.
Oh,
So,
do
like right
tell.
now, there's this hooded figure that kidnapped Aiden, and I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
maybe, what if it's Billy who kidnapped him? That'd be a good plot twist.
And do you know why Billy might kidnap him?
Maybe because he got mad earlier. I don't know, man. We just gotta see what happens.
You know, you say you're a plantser,
But I don't
but I'm
always.
seeing pure pants here.
Yeah, like I literally pants this whole story
Yeah.
so far.
Okay, so Casey's going. It's training
Good luck.
time. Uh, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people that's either out or maybe coming back. But
Yeah, how many people
they're
we got
out
watching right now? Do you know?
too.
Only two? Oh no.
Yeah. I reckon what we should do is go straight into another sprint because I'm on a roll here. It sounds
Yeah.
like you've got something you need to work out there, and we'll see
Yeah.
if people come back. And
Mhm.
then that's kind of, I mean, that would take us kind of to the end of my sprinting, my streaming time anyway. Yeah,
All right, yes, sir. Let's do it.
cool. All right, I will see you in 25 minutes.
Can I do the countdown?
Yes, you can.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's finish this up, y'all.
Hello.
I got 15 words. I was scrolling through Twitter because I got distracted.
Oh no. What happened on Twitter?
Just like some guy tweeting about Roblox, and I was like, I have to withdraw these replies.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, what did you get done?
I got to the end of the bit of the table that I'm working on. There's a couple of bits that I need to like format, but the thinky work on this bit is done. So I'm happy with what I did on this stream.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody out in comment land got stuff they want to say? Want to tell us how they did that sprint?
Hey, you want to hear a bad joke?
Yes.
Why
I always
did
want to
the
hear bad
Why
jokes.
did the thief rob the bakery? He needed
Why?
the dough. You
Oh.
get it? That's so bad. I'm sorry.
Oh. That's worse than my joke, man. That's hard.
Oh, the like and subscribe one? I finally understand that now.
It's both obscure and terrible.
It's stupid, but it's
Yes.
funny.
That's good. I'm glad. I am glad. Okay. I think that on that note of terrible jokes, it's probably time to say goodbye. I've been Jack Byron.
I'm
I'm
Keenan.
here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 GMT, which is the same as UTC. I'll remember something about other time zones eventually, but Google tells you these things. Have a look at Devin Cutting's playlist to find out more people who are streaming today. Have a look at my playlist if you want to see past live streams. Over to you.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, talk yourself up, man.
Feel free to look at my channel and subscribe to my crappy videos. Okay, bye.
For more terrible jokes. All right, bye-bye. I will see you all next Tuesday. Bye-bye.